Alright, so last episode we made some massive signings. The first being Jared Brantford signing from Everton to be our first team left back alongside Lenny Yoro in the first, and also Antonio Nusa, a young Norwegian talent signing from Leipzig to the backup to Mateusz Cunha in the left wing role. We also took a Man City here in the Community Shield final to try and start the season off with a trophy win. And as you can see here, we scored some great goals. Gyökeres on fire in the last episode helped us win the trophy, and Antonio Nusa, minutes after coming on, scored a goal in his debut to help us win the Community Shield against Manchester City. We also then started off our Premier League season, as you'll see here in a second, up against Chelsea in a fairly competitive game, but in the end, as you'll see, we came out on top with Cunha scoring there to make it 1-0. It became 1-1, and later in the game, Gyökeres on hand again to get another goal for himself to start the season off with, and then another one for him to get the goal there and make it 3-1. Let's get into today's episode. And to start today's episode off, we're going to spend more money in the transfer windows. We do have 250 million left to spend. We're going to sign a new left back for the team to replace Estepinian, who has been incredible for us, who will be a backup left back for the team. And Dorgu will be sent out on loan. We're going to sign a new left back for the team. We're also going to bring in a player or two for the bench to just shore up the bench and make sure that we have a good chance of winning the Champions League this season. Let's get back into the transfer window. Spend the 250 million we have left to spend in the budget and improve this team even more. And for 85 million, we're signing Alphonso Davies here from Bayern Munich to be our first team left back in the team to replace Estepinian in the starting 11. Estepinian will be a backup left back in the squad. So Estepinian was incredible for us in season 1. Is a great left back in the game, but obviously Alphonso Davies is a world-class left back, very pacey, great defensively and great going forward. And the Canadian signs us here for 85 million from Bayern Munich to be our first team left back. Obviously looking to win the Champions League with us in here, as he has done for Bayern Munich in the past a few seasons ago. Well, Davies joins at United, and we are not done there in terms of bringing in players in this window. And as you can see, joining us here for 45 million is Thiago Motta, the Argentinian from Olympic Lyon, who's kind of a legend on the channel, especially from the Fiorentina series we did last year on SC24. But Motta joins us here for 45 million to be a backup in the cam role in this team. And starting here to be a backup goalkeeper, 2 million Martinez replacing Bayende in the team is Dode Petrovic, the goalkeeper from Chelsea, who has been signed by Chelsea, loaned out to Strasbourg, and just doesn't seem like he's going to get any gain to much Chelsea due to the bunch of goalkeepers they do have. Obviously, they've got a bunch of goalkeepers, Sanchez, Petrovic, Jorgensen, and many more goalkeepers in their ranks. So Petrovic here is starting for United to be a backup goalkeeper. It's a big upgrade on Bayende in terms of rating and height-wise, I believe, as well. And Petrovic should be a great backup goalkeeper for us in this team. And up against Bournemouth, a 2-0 victory got us the 3 points here with Manu and Mateusz Cunha getting goals in the game, which is the debut of Alphonso Davies, to see him get a clean sheet on his debut. Alright, so this concludes our transfer business for this season so far, but there was 75 million left to spend, which we're going to keep in the budget up until January in case we need to make a signing. As of now, I can see we're Britain. Alphonso Davies sold the likes of Sancho, Amada joined us, Aston Villa, I've got Rashford, Brantford joined, Petrovic joined, we brought in Pau Torres as well from Aston Villa. Antonio Nusa becomes a backup player with Anthony going the other way to RB Leipzig. Bayende to Bournemouth, Malacia to Forest, Vitek left us, Jackson left us, Bennett and a bunch of young players going on loan, as you can see right here, just to get them some game time and make sure they develop out on loan. Let's get into our first game of the episode, which should be possibly the first game of the group stage of the Champions League up against Inter Milan. And our second team here pick up a 2-0 victory against Newcastle to get the 3 points and see us go undefeated still in the Premier League so far this season. And our first game of today's episode that we're going to play is up against Inter Milan here, the IRL Champions League finalists. They did get battered 5-0 by PSG, but in FC there should be a good challenge here for us. In the first game of the group stage, we're going to send the rest of them, as we should be able to go through in the group stage. We've got a good team. We should be able to beat quite a lot of the teams that are in our league phase. Let's get into this one up against Inter and hopefully pick up a big win up against them here, because our next game is up against Man City a few days after, so we need to get 2 big wins back to back, and this will be a tough challenge for us in this one here. Summit in net most likely, DeMarco on the left still. Hoping we can play against the DeMarco that played against Yamin Yamal in the first leg, because he got destroyed by him, but brother there, great save there by Martinez. Obviously Davies making his debut in the episode technically for us. He did play a game previously, but that was in a sim game. Kananoglu. Here's Thuram. Oh, that's a great play there to find DeMarco back into Thuram here. He's running through. Martinez, big save, and that's going to fall back to Mane, thankfully for us. So Bruno into Mbumo. Mbumo to Gyökeres. Needs to turn back. Okay, but he's got DeMarco on him. Bruno Fernandes for first chance of the game here, coming forward. Matej Cunha. Akabarsi's done more there, but Matej Cunha blocks, but it's going back to Conor Bradley. Matej Cunha. Looking for Mbeumo over the top, and Mbeumo acrobatically puts it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 to United. We've been the Leicester team in the game in the first 16 minutes or so. We have been under pressure from Inter. We've got forward, and Martinez made a great save. The keeper's level. And we'll repay the favour by scoring at the other end with Mbeumo getting the goal here. Matej Cunha with the assist, a great ball over the top. And a fantastic finisher from Mbeumo on the acrobatic attempt there. Just gets ahead of Stefan de Vrij. Gets to it before Jan Sommer can come out and make it impossible for him to score. And he makes it 1-0 for us here at Old Trafford. Good defender nonetheless. Dada wins the header. And Mbeumo now. And Gyökeres. Can we pick him out in the box there? Pavard's going to head it clear. And Gyökeres can't get to the second ball. Here's Thuram. Oh, Thuram has honestly done so well there. He's going to be hard to defend against in this game, I can tell. It's Manu, good steal. Kobe Manu now carrying the ball forward. Ball in here to Mbeumo, the goal scorer for us. Maybe return the favour here. He found Matej Cunha, but that's a great save there from Sommer, and somehow they haven't conceded there. And that is good defending there, thankfully, for us, because for a second I thought Thuram was going to get to the ball, but thankfully not the case. Plays it out wide to Mbeumo. Mbeumo. Good move there by him, and he's still going here. Now Gyökeres' first time hit, he didn't do so, but he took a touch and got the shot away. And Bruno Fernandes. Ball over the top here, looking for Cunha, who can lay it off here into Victor Gyökeres. He's got the power shot plus play style. But a shot is straight at Jan Sommer. Thuram Martinez. That's going to be offside against Thuram, thankfully for us. There's Cunha over the top here, looking for Victor Gyökeres to make it 2-0. Gyökeres, what a finish that is. Victor Gyökeres has scored some incredible goals for us in this series, and he makes it 2-0 here against Inter at Old Trafford to pretty much seal the 3 points in the first league phase game. And after this one, we'll face City in the Prem. So that one will be a tough challenge that we need to try and beat. Man City, that's a great finish there from a great pass from Cunha into Gyökeres. And a great goal there to put us 2-0 up in this one. Let's make a few changes. Let's bring on Antonio Nusa and Mad Diallo and Thiago Almada in the cam role. And you know what? Let's also bring on Højlund up front. Nicolas Augusto, the Brazilian. This was assisted by Alphonso Davies, did that from him. You'll find Antonio Nusa. These two would have played against each other, obviously, in the Bundesliga. But now they're on the same page. There's Højlund. And play it hit into Mad Diallo. First time hit from him, and that's a great finish. Højlund with the assist, and Mad Diallo with a goal. And we're going 3-0 up here in this game. This game is done. I'm not going to sim the rest of the game because Inter have good players in their team that can score goals in the sims. You know, if I did sim it and then it ended up being 3-3, it would be kind of annoying. So I'm going to play it the rest of the game. But Højlund did well here to get the ball forward. A great pass inside. And a wonderful finish first and there from Amad Diallo. Puts us 3 goals to the good here. And we look like we're going to be... Obviously, this is the first game in the league phase, but up against Inter, we're proving to be one of the favourites, hopefully, to win the Champions League this season. Obviously, Real Madrid, Barcelona, etc. will try and stop us, but as of right now, we're looking like a very, very good team to go on to win this competition. Now Toro Martinez is going to be headed away. No, it's not. So I'm headed goalwards, but it's going to be a poor header from him. Here is Amad Diallo. Can now return the favour possibly here. Ball through into Rasmus Højlund. Oh, Højlund sits down Pavard and scores. A World Cup winner's centre-back in Benjamin Pavard just been made to look a Sunday League defended there by Rasmus Højlund. With that fake shot sending him to the ground. And a fantastic finisher from Højlund. A golden assist after coming off the bench. An instant impact from him in this game. And proving that at United, if you take the pressure off him, you know, he's a backup striker for us. He's not a number 9. Gyökeres is our first team striker. If you take the pressure off Højlund and give him someone world class to learn from, he can be a great player for United, as he's done so in this series. And we're 4-0 up here in this game. You know, now I feel comfortable to sim the rest of the game. And hopefully we do end up winning this one 4-0. And it's going to end up being a 4-0 win. And to Hoyland's goal, there wasn't any more goals in this game. And the next game here is going to be away at the Etihad Stadium against Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. Let's get into this one and hopefully repeat the result we had against them last episode where we beat them in the Community Shield final. Let's get into this one and hopefully get a big win against City here. And Manu. To Cunha. That header though is not the best. The pass was meant to go over the top for Cunha by the way there. So none of that worked out to the way we wanted it to. Here's Ryan Shirky. Just sort of off the life at Man City incredibly well. That's Holland, shot blocked by Yoro. In Gonzalez or Rodri. So Ugarte. And Bumo looked that from him. And Bumo gets the ball over the top as well. Into Matej Cunha, first some low driven shot. And that was incredible from Brian Mbumo. The flip flap into the ball over the top. And Mbumo's showing that he's a player that does kind of have mixed episodes. He kind of does great now and again and kind of just disappears. But he's always been a good player for us in this team overall. But it's a great pass over the top. Added a bit of skill, it was incredible as well. And Matej Cunha puts us ahead in this game. And makes it 1-0 with a great finisher to beat his fellow compatriot in Ederson. But a flip flop from Mbumo to get in between those two defenders to get the ball over the top was incredible there from him. And we take the lead in this game. And Mane can carry it forward. And send it through to Gyökeres to instantly put his 2 goals to the good. Gyökeres is denied there by Ederson. So here comes Grealish on the attack. Waits it back post, looking for Shirky, but Davies heads it clear. Looking for Gyökeres. Goes it back into a dead end, no, but there's Bruno. Finesse shot from him, maybe here. Bruno Fernandes hits it. There's a comfortable save from Ederson. It's Holland. Battling against Brantford, but Brantford comes out on top in that battle there. It's going to get past Arna Martinez over Cunha. Great sitter from Manu. But we lose the ball out again. It's just back and forth. It's hot potato with the ball right now. Brantford wins it back for us. And go on Cunha. Great pass in there from Bruno. As Matej Cunha lays it off here too. And Bumo who makes it 2-0. We've had to be patient in this game. It's been a very scrappy game so far. There's not been much in terms of possession for either team. It's been kind of back and forth with the ball in midfield for the past 10 or so minutes since the second half has begun. But we maintain possession, got the ball forward, and scored a great goal there. And Boomer scores again. Well, gets another goal, gets another goal contribution in this game, in this episode, I should say. And, makes it 2-0 here to us. It's a great bit of play there from the team. We're now 2-0 up against City, and the scoreline is now a bit more comfortable because at 1-0 I wasn't happy. I felt like City were just kind of waiting to score. And Boomer led that from him. Keeps possession as well. Cunha. If only Cunha and Boomer continued the run that he actually was on, that would have been a great passing behind to him. Harden, in here to Kovacic, but it's great defending there from Yoro. Here to Armada, first time seeing what he can do in SD25. Gyökeres, that's going to be a handball against City, I believe, so we're going to get a free kick in a good position here. And Armada can take free kicks, we know that from previous series that we've had him in. So Thiago Armada, can he score to make it 3-0? And grab his first goal in Man United colours from a free kick position. The Argentinian hits it and scores. It's a weird free kick. It kind of was just straight, and I was expecting it to curl into the top left-hand corner, but it kind of just goes straight, and Ederson couldn't save it somehow there. And we didn't get to celebrate for some reason. Again, just cut straight to the replay. That was weird. But that's actually a great free kick. It's an awkward one for Ederson, because it's kind of like on the verge of looking like it's going to go over, and then it dips last second to go under the bar. It's actually a great free kick. Not in terms of placement, but in terms of like awkwardness for the keeper, it is a great free kick. And Armada scores to get his first goal in Man United colours. You love to see it. Here we go again. City have kind of capitulated in the second half. It's really stops them from conceding again there though. That's Johnny Reinders. Haaland. How has that gone through? Fabio Martinez made the save there. Haaland, heavy touch there. Martinez comes out and collects it. Here is Almada. He's getting forward again. Here is the Argentinian. Wins the ball to the back post, looking foot of Madiolo, who can get to the second ball, but he can't get a shot away somehow there. All he had to do was swing a foot at it, and he probably would have scored. So Almada now. To Antonio Nusa, but Marquinhos great defending. Where was this defending from City all game? Since we went 3-0 up, they've been so hard to get in behind. And we could do right here. No, we're not. Tiana Randa stops us. And it's going to be a 3-0 win at the City, well, not at the City ground, against City at the home stadium. And that's going to be the end of the game there. A 3-0 win, the 3 points picked up. A dominant performance against our City rivals. And I thought City in this game were going to be more of a challenge considering how they played in the first half. But the second half, they just did not attack, or could not attack in this game. And a boomer man of the match, Mateus Cunha over there as well as Almada. And a small cameo from him getting a goal. You have to see it. And there's a big win against Pep Guardiola's team here to see us go top of the table and a few points clear. And our second team here absolutely destroy Everton here with a 4-0 win with Gyökeres, Dalot, Nusa and Amadiola getting a big win here. A 4-0 result and the 3 points picked up against Everton here. And up against the IRL Champions League winners in PSG, we pick up a 2-2 draw here with Mbeumo, and also Mbeumo scoring twice for us in this game with Ousmane Dembele, and also Ollie Watkins scoring for them to get a 2-2 draw in this game here. Up against Southampton here, our second team get a 2-1 victory to beat them here and keep an undefeated record so far in the Premier League this season. And up against newly promoted Hull City, we get a 3-1 victory with Cunha, Manu and also Bruno Fernandes getting goals in this game. And it's back-to-back 3-1 victories this time against Ajax in the Champions League with Gyökeres, Bruno Fernandes and also Gyökeres getting a brace in this game to see us remain undefeated in the league phase of the Champions League as well. And up against Brighton here, our second team are held to a 2-2 draw with Gyökeres coming to bench and getting a goal for us after half-time, and also Amadiolo scoring in this game here. Our second team here get a 2-0 victory with Gyökeres once again coming off the bench, and the second team get a goal in this game, and also Amadiola scoring again to see us beat Wolves here 2-0. And well, I kind of had a feeling this could be a possibility with Gyökeres last season getting 40 plus goal involvements, but we didn't win the Champions League, so I didn't think it was possible. But Victor Gyökeres, after his insane season last time out, has won the Ballon d'Or ahead of Vinicius Junior and Mbappe, and Real Madrid last season, by the way, did win the Champions League. It's been handed it by Luis Figo. He had 40 plus goals and a couple of assists, so he had an insane season. And Gyökeres has won the Ballon d'Or here, and this is insane because I don't think. I mean, we did it with Darwin Núñez before, but I thought you had to win the Champions League to win the Ballon d'Or. But Gyökeres does so here and deserves it. And after winning the Ballon d'Or, Gyökeres wasn't handed to score a goal hit against Monaco, but in the end, actually scored a late goal for them to see them get a 1-1 draw here against us at our home stadium. And it's back-to-back draws for us here, but this time our second team are held to a draw here by Burnley at their home stadium with Xerxes scoring for us, and Amdouni get a goal let on for them to see them get a point here against us. And for our final game of today's episode, we're going to take on Spurs. They're currently 14th in the table, so they're not having a great season, but they are obviously still a decent team with some great players. And I think for this game, I might start Nusa down the left to see how he can perform in the first team. And other than that, I think I might keep it as it is in terms of our first team players in the team. Maguire's going to be leaving us at the end of the season, whether it's a free transfer or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. And you know what, let's play Petrovic and go for this game, because Spurs are fairly low down the table. Let's see what Petrovic can do, and hopefully that ain't going to come back to hurt us with Nusa getting a start and also Petrovic. And I think I'm also going to let's take off Mount and put Martinez on the bench, just in case I need to make a change at any point in this game. Here against Spurs, a team that usually I hate playing against just because they tend to have all the luck go for them. I'm not too sure what it is about Spurs in this game, but for some reason they're just a team that I just don't like playing against. Case in point, in those type of situations, just every ball falls back to them in that playing against Spurs. Like both, I was somehow getting a ball off him there. There we go. Bruno Fernandes. Gyökeres. What is that bullshit, man? And I'm not going to score. I need to pause it and rant about that shit, man. The ball's not going to just stop dead when a player like Giroud is running for on goal. Like, he's not just going to forget the ball exists and forget to take a touch. Okay, Nusa, Bruno Fernandes, and Pedro Porro gets the ball, of course he does. Ferran Torres got stood by Yoro, and that's going to be got clear. Oh, why these touches, man? Like, and they played a perfect first-time passes, and I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out because of this game. Just look at it. Every ball falls back to them. Right there again. But thankfully Petrovic was there to stop him. Go on, Nusa. Go on, lad. But just see how my players just can't control the ball to save their lives. Like, right there, he's just running like he doesn't know how to actually do anything. Like a headless chicken. And boom, a good play. But no, there's no one in the box for me to pass it to up until here, which is too late. Giroud actually shoots and scores. Okay, we're getting the ball. I want to say comfortable and decisive victory against the Spurs team. We're not celebrating up until we're like 4 goals clear. Because Spurs are always a team that just... Oh, no. Thankfully, he made a stupid error there. Good defending from Braithwaite. Shot taken by Solanke, and Petrovic, you've got to catch that, lad. That's a very tame effort for you to parry out for a corner. And Petrovic comes out and collects it as well, doesn't see it. He makes up for his error. Oh, lovely pass, but it's going to be offside. Ferran Torres. Bergval, bad cross from him, and that should be dealt with here by us. Last chance for the half-time break. That was meant for Nusa, but apparently Giroud is going to get the ball, and Van der Ven stops him, and Nusa's picked up an injury somehow for doing nothing. Yoro and Bumo ain't going to just jump up for that one, of course he ain't. Nusa. Bruno Fernandes to put his head, but just for the half-time break. Bruno didn't have Alphonso. Nusa hits it, blocked by Porro, and it's going to be a corner. Thankfully, he's run off his injury as well. I should have worked it in. Nusa. Yoro hits it, blocked though. Okay, how has it almost got through? There we go. Can turn in. Nusa has some clean space to run into. Nusa now. It's open to Van Giroud with a pass that would have been blocked by Pedro Porro. I go back to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno, finesse shot from the captain. Vicario, wonderful save. Ball here to maintain possession. Back into Bruno. Bruno. Van der Ven somehow blocks up there just about. And Boomer now into Giroud. Goes it back. The Ballon d'Or winner hits it. But Vicario is equal to it. To Giroud. Giroud to Nusa for his final involvement in this game, but somehow Pedro Porro stops him. He sort of power ball up there for the shot, and he just didn't shoot. Into Solanke. But there's Jared Braithwaite defending him. Here's Mateusz Cunha. Can he make an instant impact off the bench? Finds Giroud back into Armada. Armada through to Giroud. Lovely play. This time Giroud, don't forget the ball exists. Giroud hits it and scores. We've got a 1 goal up in this game. Giroud now the captain. As the Bruno heads off. As we celebrate around the 4th official there, he's just kind of stood there like a statue. But we take the 2-goal lead. Not a 2-goal lead. I wish it was a 2-goal lead. We take a 1-goal lead in this game and lead the game 2-1. A great finish there from Giroud. A great assist there by Togo Armada. An instant impact from him off the bench. And this time the game didn't screw me over with him forgetting the ball exists and just stopping dead behind him. And he scores to make it 2-1. And puts us back in the lead in this game. But hopefully we can hold on to it and also add to the lead as well. There's no in Spurs. They're going to score straight from this kickoff. A fan for Yoros Torres there. Lucas Bergvall. What did they play? But if only Madiola held his run, he would have not scored anyway. But if he held his run there, it's Brian Hill has now come on for them. A very, very good player in this game by Brian Hill. And here he is, the Spaniard, Petrovic, big save needed, and he can't do so. I told you Spurs would score again. And it's Brian Hill who puts him back level. Come on, Amada. Churocrez. Oh, went for the chip. I should have gone for a normal shot. I should have gone for a normal shot. I thought Vicario was going to continue coming out. Why did he stop? I win the ball, okay. What was that touch on Madiolo? Oh, Jed Spencer's apparently prime Cafu, man. That's a free kick, ref. It's going to be a 2-2 draw. What is it about Spurs? Always. What is it about Spurs? They're 14th. And they've been the hardest team for me to play against all season long. It makes no sense. We should have won this game. Alright, so after that frustrating 2-2 draw against Spurs, that's going to call it for the end of today's episode. And as you'll see here in a second, we do still sit top of the table. But Liverpool and Spurs, not Liverpool, well, yeah, not Spurs, meant to say, Liverpool and Arsenal are very close behind us. 1 point for Liverpool and 1 point for Arsenal. And as you'll see here, next episode, we face both those teams in games that you can see at home against Liverpool and away against Arsenal to get big victories in these two games to see us stay top, to stay top of the table. We also need to beat Leicester, Crystal Palace and West Ham and Fulham in sim games and do well against Real Madrid and also Burnley to stay in the competitions that we are in. But as of right now, we're looking pretty good. In terms of the stats of the players, well, I'll just end the episode off here by showing you the stats of the players and how they are performing. As you can see, Victor Gyökeres, the Ballon d'Or winner, is still having an insane season. 14 goals and 3 assists. Cunha doing pretty well as well. Madiola doing great. And Bruno Fernandes with 6 assists and 2 goals having a good season there. You can see 88 rated now. Is the 31-year-old captain of the team. Still putting up the big numbers for us in this squad. And that's going to call it for the end of today's episode. If you're going to enjoy it, drop a like and subscribe. Check out the other content I posted on my main channel. There's a bunch of other Chroma series you can check out. And some rebuilds you can check out as well. Thank you for watching. And goodbye.